Yeah, I got it. All right, ladies and gents, sorry about that. We had a technical delay. I had to switch and create a new stream for you. I had this great intro I already did on the other stream, but don't have a whole lot of time to get into it. We got 7 matches, Team USA versus the world. And this will be the 2015 Jack Pinto Cup Duel number 1. Got number 2 coming up on Sunday in Colorado Springs. First match up, 66 kilos. It'll be Devin Scott of Team USA going against Konstantin Stas of Bulgaria. And as I was saying earlier on the broadcast, we have new rules implemented today. So let me just run through those real quick if I can. Still 2 3-minute periods. We have no stoppage on passivity points. Takedown there, close to it for Scott, no points awarded. Deep underhook for the Bulgarian. But, yeah, no stoppage on the passivity points. So what will happen is on your second verbal warning, you'll give up a point. And each subsequent second warning, you will give up an additional point. So essentially, you get a warning, then you get hit for a point. You get a warning, you get hit for a point. And right there, Scott just got hit for a warning. A big throw there for Stas. See how they score this. Mat official said 2-1. But that will just be 2 for Devin Scott. Oh, and he tries a big toss there, roll through. No points back to the feet. So another rule to take into consideration, there will be no forced parterre. Looks like we're going to have a challenge on. Looks like challenge block comes from Matt Lindland. Not sure what he's challenging here. But we will take a look at it. All right, so as I was saying, no forced parterre. So you're going to have to get a takedown to score from the top position. Once you get on top, no consecutive gut wrenches. So if you get a gut, then you're going to have to go for a lift or a front headlock, move around the body, but you got to let go of that lock. Also in parterre, the bottom man is not allowed to grab hands or he will give up a caution. And also, there's a slight tweak to the push out. No blatant push outs, so 2 hands to the chest, running off the mat, that kind of thing. So that is a quick run through the rules. And again, this is the first time we've seen them used. So we're going to have an experiment on our hands today for all of us. Oh, and a big over-under toss there for the Bulgarian Stas. He's looking for the fall, and this could be trouble. Just about a minute left in the period. And Scott is still fighting here. And that'll be the fall. 2:10 into the match. Big over-under toss for Stas. And the world team wins the first match of the night. Your overlays aren't coming through. Click the next match.
Did you log into the college?
All right, coming up next bout, we're trying to work on that scoreboard for you right now. Everything was working fine earlier, and then, of course, when the match starts, everything likes to hit the fan. So we will get that going. On the mat now, 66 kilos, Brian Graham for Team USA, going against Dimmu Zadriev. The clock's not. Oh, you're not. Okay. Okay. And Zadriev from Kazakhstan. Looked like Graham was going for a front headlock, tried to cut the corner and toss it over the head. And I think he's going to give up 4 points there, and does, landed flat on his back going out of bounds. Graham currently number 4 in the rankings, USA Wrestling Greco-Roman rankings at 66 kilos, coming off a bronze medal at the Bill Farrell and a gold medal at the Minnesota Storm Holiday just a few weeks ago. And that'll be a takedown there for Zadriev. He pushes his lead to 6-0. Remember, 8-0 technical fall in Greco, and he's going for a gut wrench. And he steps through it, and I think they're going to give him 2 there. 8-0 is the score. And confirmed fall for Dimmu Zadriev of Kazakhstan over the American Brian Graham. Zadriev, worth mentioning, 8th place at the World Championships for Kazakhstan this year. I think it should work now. All right, coming up, third bout of the evening, third of 7. $75-kilogram matchup, Jake Fisher, Team USA, Ilyan Gorgiev of Bulgaria. He's wrestled quite a bit recently. Went overseas to the SA in Russia. Olev Karavev also wrestled at the Bill Farrell. Didn't place in any of those tournaments, but getting some good solid. Currently ranked number 2 States at 75 kilos after John Anderson making the move up. Get their whole body. Just trying to judge where the heads were. And Gorgiev, Bulgarian, he's got quite a list of credentials here. Wrestled at the European Championships, didn't fare well this year, 23rd place, essentially meaning he lost in the first round. Got a silver medal at the Dankolov Nikola Petrov tournament. I think Fisher was just warned for passivity there, so first warning for him. Another one will warrant a point. 5th place at the Ivan Podobny tournament for the Bulgarian. Make the World Championship team in 2010 for Bulgaria, but again lost first round matchup. In 2009 at the Worlds, placed 13th. So, real seasoned opponent here. 28 years of age. Marion. We're battling back and forth. Good to see that scoreboard's working for you guys. Again, just trying to work out the kinks. And if you have any questions on the rules or what you see going on, go ahead and send us a tweet at USA Wrestling. I've got it pulled up. And we'll try to relay that information to you. So send me a question. There you have it, passivity against the Bulgarian. That'll be a point for Fisher. Ties things up 1 apiece. I should mention criteria rule is still the same if it ends in a tie. And we'll go through that if it comes to it. But interesting, these new rules, I have to say. Definitely focused on the neutral position. Guys want to see more throws, more tosses. So I'm interested to see how these compare to last year's rules. Obviously, the Greco rules improved immensely. But we'll see if this is another step in the right direction. And time's ticking down here in the first period. Passivity not confirmed by the judge or chair, so we end the first period 1-1. Fisher scored last, should that come into play for criteria. That's what I was talking about on the way up. So while we got a minute, I'll try and catch you up on what we got going on tonight. Again, this is the third match, Team USA versus the your main event of the evening is going to be Ryan Mango going against Alexander Kostadinov of Bulgaria. And Kostadinov, European champion this year. So obviously going to be a tough test for the young Mango, the younger of the two Mango brothers. They will both be wrestling at the Dave Schultz next week, so could see a Mango battle. If you want to tune into that, we'll be streaming live on Flow Wrestling, actually. First time. Duck under there from Fisher. He's trying to pick up the pace a little bit as we open things up in the second period. Gorgiev, underhook left side. Trying to get wrist control, but Fisher able to control that far side wrist. And circle out of position. And Fisher going to get hit with the passivity warning. I believe that's his third, so didn't warrant a point, but the next one will. Again, on every even passivity, you give up a point. And we do not go to parterre like we did in the previous set of rules. So no forced parterre, which I think is a big change. That's where a lot of scoring comes from in Greco, down on parterre. But again, going to see guys have to take more chances to win a match. And the Bulgarian charging in with the hooks. Right side, and that will be a passivity on Fisher. He gives up the point. It's now 2-1. Fisher tries to throw the overhook on the edge there. Now pinch headlock for the Bulgarian. Oh, and John, thanks for chiming in on Twitter. John's question, if I could describe what a passivity is, when one wrestler is either blocking off, slowing the pace, backing away, essentially not being offensive, and the other guy is being offensive, similar to a stalling call in folk style, if you wrestle folk style. So that's what a passivity is. And they're going to be calling it more frequently, it appears, since no forced parterre. Before it was on the fourth one, you'd be DQ'd out of the match, but now we're just going back and forth. And 13 seconds left in this one. Fisher is down by 1. Point would give him the match, but the Bulgarian have just looking too strong right now. And time will take down. Gorgiev will win this one 2-1. USA trails 3-0 in the dual score. there. I see it. See Brandon Paulson following along at home. Good to have you watching, Coach. Got a couple of your boys wrestling tonight. All right, here we go. Fourth match of the evening. See if the U.S. can get on the board with this one. 80 kilos, Patrick Martinez, Team USA, going against Maximiliano Prudenzano of Argentina. And Martinez also one of these guys that's been real active since the World Championships. We got him ranked number 3 currently on the Greco rankings for Team USA at 80 kilos. Earned a silver medal at the Bill Farrell International in New York City in November. Bronze medal over in Russia at the S.A. Lavrikov. So solid showing for him. Young guy with a lot of guy. And of course, the Argentinian, Prudenzano. Oh, big lift and toss there. Martinez high dive. Nice back arch. Unable to get the exposure on the big toss. And on the fling, the mat call, they're going to give caution in 2 as well. So I was saying Prudenzano. It looks like the Argentinian coach is going to challenge here. I think he's trying to challenge the fling the mat call. Working the video review here, so trying to set that up. Chat at you. All right, so Prudenzano, South American champion this year, first place. Did wrestle at the World Championships. Looks like he lost his first match. Finished in 27th. Third at the Pan Ams, so got a bronze medal at the Pan Ams this year. Actually, a good track record at the Pan Ams for him. Got a bronze in 2012 and a gold in 2011. Second at Copa Brazil. So good list of credentials for him. "24 years old is Prudenzano. And I think lost the challenge. So he gives up a point. And I believe because he was fleeing the mat, got hit for the caution, he goes back down in parterre position. So Martinez can go to work on top. Remember, no consecutive gut wrenches, but he's going for a lift here. Trying to get the big move. Martinez lifting. He pops his hips through, and he's going to get 2. 7-0 Martinez. Tyler, can you try and match that clock? Clock is just a little off for you guys. There's 1 minute 5 seconds left in the first period here. Martinez just needs 1 more point to get USA on the board, win its first match of the duel. Offensive leg foul there on Martinez. Time ticking down here. There's 5 seconds left in the period. And we will head to the break. Patrick Martinez of the United States with a commanding 7-0 lead. Getting some words from Coach Matt Lindland. Coming up, we have 3 matches remaining, 2 matches before our main event. The next 2 matches will be CJ Myers versus Ivan Bertovoy of Argentina at 98 kilograms, followed by the 71 kilogram matchup, Bo Beckman versus Eldar Kairatov of Kazakhstan. Then, of course, the main event, Ryan Mango versus Alexander Kostadinov of Bulgaria. That will round out our first Jack Pinto Cup duel. Again, the second one will be 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, live from Colorado Springs. And big time card there, so you want to check that out. All the info should be on your streaming page there in the related articles section. Lineups for the Jack Pinto Cup duels in Greeley and Colorado Springs. So if you want to check out that lineup, go right on ahead. We're back to action here, about 45 seconds in. So Martinez gets hit for the passivity. Take that back, was white paddled by the judge and chair. So it's just 7-0. Martinez in on that high dive again. Let's see if he can get the big toss. He's trying, he's lifting, he throws it. He's going to get 2 in the takedown. Exciting stuff. Martinez, he wins at 9-0 at 80 kilos over Maximiliano Provenzano of Argentina. Gets Team USA on the board, their first win of the duel. And he has looked sharp as of late. Excited to see him compete at the Schultz. And here we go, coming up, 98 kilos, CJ Myers of Team USA, Ivan Bertovoy of Argentina. And Myers currently got him 6th in the U.S. Greco-Roman rankings. Hasn't competed the World Team Trials in June down in Daytona Beach. 4th place in the Challenge Tournament, which means 5th place overall at this weight class. And he's definitely a competitive guy, got a fiery spirit about him. Of course, wrestles for the U.S. Marines here stateside. Oh, overhook toss there for Myers. And he will get 2 exposure on that. Looks like they landed. Then exposure tipped over barely. That was a real close one. Hard to tell from this angle. That's why he is awarded the 2 points. 40 seconds into the bout. Drag attempt there for Myers. And he's doing a good job controlling the center here. Appears to have a little bit of a strength advantage. You can see the drive in the legs. You know, even though you can't utilize your legs for a move in Greco, like a trip or shoot at the legs, attack the legs. The legs are a very important part in Greco. You can see the drive, hip positioning, leg positioning, where you step, moving forward. All crucial elements to this. Overhook, throw by. Passivity warning there on Bertovoy. Again, we got that overhook from Myers. Bertovoy trying to get wrist control with it. And he tries a toss, going to get caught on his back. Myers going for Got a reverse half. And he's going to lose it, but going to get 2 points. Now front headlock, he's trying to roll with it. That'll be another 2 for Myers. Brings the score up to 6-0. He's going to go around. A gut wrench could do it. So nice flurry there for Myers. Gets the 2 on the counter tank down. Follows that up with the front headlock roll through. Gets a quick 4. We're straight here, and he can ice this thing away with a takedown. Overhook toss for Myers. No exposure. Myers doing a good job of neutralizing those underhooks with that overhook toss. It appeared that Bertovoy, actually a couple times, was in good position there with the double underhooks. Myers just sort of used that momentum, carried him through with the double overs. And again, same sort of spot. But Myers staying strong, good positioning there. Solid period for him as we head to the break. Again, 6-0 lead. Also want to remind you to stay tuned after this. We will have Oregon State taking on Northern Colorado. A little NCAA competition for you. That'll be a good duel as well. Some great wrestlers competing tonight. We're back to action here. So you guys have seen the new rules implemented about 4 matches now. So send us a tweet. Tell us what you think. Interested to see what you guys think of these new rules. Give me the good, give me the bad. What would you change? And don't get me started on criteria. But again, just interested to see your thoughts. Passivity warning will be called. And that passivity on Bertovoy, that's his second passivity, so he gives up a point. Now 7-0 in favor of Myers. So any point will give Myers the win via tech fall. Front headlock snap there. Utilize that underhook as well. Myers gets the takedown for the win. It'll be a 9-0 score. CJ Myers gets it done. Another nice win. Back-to-back wins for Team USA. That brings the overall dual score for Team USA 2, World 3. 2 matches to go. And coming up for the United States, 71-kilogram match. Currently ranked number 3 in the Greco-Roman rankings. Bo Beckman will represent the Stars and Stripes. Beckman earned a silver medal at the Bill Farrell in November. Also won a bronze at the S.A. Lavrikov in Russia. Another one of these guys, real active, trains at the OTC in Colorado Springs. But going against a real solid Eldar Kairatov of Kazakhstan, who won a bronze medal at the Asian Championships this year. Is a junior world bronze medalist back in 2008. Won a junior Asian championship as well. Doesn't look like he's competed at a senior level world championship. And 27 for the Kazakhstan athlete, Kairatov. So this is a good test for Beckman early on in the season. There for Karatov. Beckman digging over under. And let's see if they call that a slip or not. 2 points is awarded to Beckman on the takedown. He's trying to go gut wrench. And we're going out of bounds, back up neutral. Beckman the 2-0 lead about halfway through the first. Again, over under. Both guys locking. Beckman with the toss. Attempted to throw. Looks like they're going to go with a slip. You could tell, though, Karatov was getting in deep. Beckman had to go with the throw. Or could possibly end up getting thrown himself. I mean, that was about a 50-50 situation. For the toss. Doesn't get penalized. Awarded the slip, and now he's working a pinch headlock, left side. Karatov keeping that head buried. Pops his hips through. Overhook, breaks the lock. Pinch headlock of his own. Looks like Beckman trying to go pinch as well. Over under both guys. Similar position. Been getting here a lot. And that'll be a point for Beckman. I believe passivity was called. Well, they stopped the match. That must have been a caution. Again, not supposed to stop the match on passivities. But this being the first time we've seen these rules, got to bear with our officials a little bit. So 3-0 in favor of Beckman. 22 seconds left in the period. Beckman against a solid opponent. And Karatov. Drag from Beckman as time winding down. We will head to the break 3-0 in favor of the American, trying to tie this duel up at 3 matches apiece. And he's halfway home. It is currently 3-2 in favor of the world team over the team from the United States, with this match and one more match to go. Again, if you're watching along, give us a tweet. Let us know what you think about these new Greco rules just implemented. They will be wrestled here. They will be wrestled at the Dave Schultz tournament in a couple weeks, as well as the Jack Pinto duel number 2 on Sunday. That'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, broadcast live on themat.com. I'll be with you there as well. Dave Schultz broadcast live on flowwrestling.com. Oh, and we're back to it. You got to expect Karatov to open it up a little bit here in the second. Didn't really see a whole lot of attempts from him, but he looks solid in these positions. Beckman stride for stride with him, though. Both guys fighting really, I think both guys similar styles here, like in the over-under and the pinch headlock. Beckman trying to work on the head. 2-on-1 now, pulls it off. Wrist control for Karatov. Beckman again, 2-on-1, but underhook. Well, now pulling the elbow drag. Both guys going back and forth. Nice little duck under there for Beckman. 5-0 score. Trap arm got locked up. The bottom end not allowed to fight the hands. Remember, that a new rule. You must open up from bottom. Beckman has the trap arm locked. He's trying to go with it and gets it. That'll be 2 points for Beckman. And that should be the match. 9-0 Tech fall. In favor of Team USA's Bo Beckman. I'll tell you what, this duel is heating up. We're 3-3. One more match to go. Winner of this match takes the duel. It's our main event of the evening. We've got Ryan Mango for Team USA going against Alexander Kostadinov of Bulgaria. 59-kilo matchup. Mango currently ranked number 2 at 59 kilos in the USA Wrestling Greco-Roman rankings. Won a silver medal at the S.A. Lavrikov in December. That out in Russia. Won a gold medal at the Minnesota Storm Holiday Cup, also in December. And he was actually in the World Team Trials Finals 2 years ago and was just a hair away from making that World Team up a weight, which would have been 60 kilos at the time. The weights have changed since then. But Kostadinov, the Bulgarian European champion in 2014, as I said, 5th in the Golden Grand Prix, won the Dan Kolov-Nikola Petrov tournament, bronze medal at the Ivan Podobny tournament, 4th place at the Moscow Lights. Didn't compete at the World Championships this year, but last year in 2013 did compete at the World's 22nd. Also an Olympian in 2012, got 12th place, did Kostadinov. So this guy is primed. He gets the takedown there off the Mango attempt. Takes a 2-0 lead. Mango, good solid defense, hip pressure down, rolling that lock forward. And you see the hips. That'll be a reversal for Mango. And they are saying, well, the officials awarded no reversal. Just back neutral to the feet. Coach Matt Lindland going to challenge this. He's obviously going to want his 2 points. So we're going to take a look at this. I mean, unless it's a new rule that you can't score from bottom, I don't think that rule was in there. Perhaps a leg foul, but a defensive leg foul from bottom would be a caution. And Mango would have to go back down. So looks like Mango's going to get a point there. So Mango wins the challenge. Scores now 2-1. We've got half a period to go here in round number 1. Both guys hanging out in an over-under. Mango, looks like Mango's keeping his hips back a little bit further. Bulgarian has the over-under locked up. Mango not locked. So he's trying to suck those hips in and get the lock. For the hips, the easier to lock, obviously. And long arms. Mango difficulties. Mango trips. Looked like he was trying to go for a lat toss. Tripped, able to catch his balance. Great athleticism there. Mango does get hit for his second passivity. So it's now 3-1 in favor of Kostadinov. And at home, it looks like on your scoreboard it says Almat Kebespayev, who was actually supposed to be in the main event this evening, but not the guy. Oh, big toss here from the Bulgarian. And 2 points are going to be awarded for that toss. But it is actually on your scoreboard, as I was saying, from Alexander Kostadinov. And the first period will end. Kostadinov leads Mango 5-1. Duel hanging in the balance. Final match of the duel. But even though it's the final match of the duel, don't leave us. Oregon State, Northern Colorado coming up shortly hereafter. Mango comes out super duck right off the bat, trying to get some motion going. Mango actually now training up in Minnesota with the Minnesota Storm. I believe it's his first year with the Storm. Was out at Stanford. 5 years, All-American for the Stanford Cardinal. Ryan trying to reach around the back. He just can't get his arms locked. He's trying to bury that shoulder in deep. Break the lock of the Bulgarian. Able to do so. Let's see if Mango can pummel in here. Visibly frustrated. You know he's got some high amplitude. It's just a matter of getting that lock, cinching it up and letting it fly. On a quick move there, looked like a arm drag. High dive there for Mango. He's in deep, around behind. He's trying to lift. Needs to get the 4 here. And that'll be a 2-1 scenario in favor of Mango. Score now 6-3 with 1:15 left in the match. And they go out and give up a gut wrench. 8-3 will be the score. And Lindland going to challenge this. I think he's 4 instead of the 2 on that exchange. And keep in mind, it did look like hand-to-hand, but hand-to-hand's no longer 1 point. And every exposure in Greco now 2 points. So if they're saying that's a feet to back, it would actually be 4 points, which I could see that argument. So either way, let's see what we go with here. Officials taking one more look at it. And they're going to say that score holds, a 2-1 on that exchange for Mango. So he will give up a point challenge for losing it. So it'll be 9-3 in favor of Kostadinov. The 1:08 remaining in the bout. Mango got some ground to make up. Can't give up a takedown, or he will be down by 8 and lose by tech fall. But going to have to take some chances here to win this one. And the Bulgarian has been solid tonight. Again, it looks like the Bulgarian being a little bit more active. Mango might be trying to bait him. Going for a big toss. He's got that overhook tight. Double overs now. This might be Mango's opportunity. I don't think Mango's very comfortable in there. Looks like he's trying to back out, break the elbows. Does break the lock. 18 seconds. Mango has to go now. Ten seconds remain. Mango picking up the pace. just unable to get through that rock-solid defense of Alexander Kostadinov. And it will be a final score of 9-3. Alexander Kostadinov takes out Ryan Mango in the main event of the evening. And that will be it for the Jack Pinto Cup duel here. Team USA versus the World. Team USA 3, the World Team 4. And again, coming up, Oregon State versus Northern Colorado. But again, you know, if you watched, let us know what you think of the new Greco rules. You had 7 matches to sample there. I know you guys are going to have opinions on that. You know, it appears to be more exciting from a neutral standpoint. A lot of guys have to attempt more to get on top. So you have a takedown, or else you can't get to those solid gut wrenches. So just something to keep in mind as we move forward. We will see these rules again on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern from Colorado Springs, Jack Pinto Cup, USA versus the World Duel 2, as well as at the Dave Schultz Memorial the following weekend. So stick with us here. Going to have a short commercial from our awesome sponsor, Liberty Mutual. Things for USA Wrestling. So we will have that. I'll be right back with you here on themat.com. All right. So I think we're going to have a brief intermission. So I'm going to step away for a minute. I think well, here's Oregon State right now. They're going to come out. They're going to warm up. That duel will start at 7 p.m. if I am correct. 7 p.m. duel start time. So we will be back. I'll hop on again about 6:50. But in the meantime, we're going to cut the video stream. Still be able to hear, but again, start time for the duel 7. And we hope you stick around to watch it. Hope you enjoyed that Greco-Roman duel as well. Let us know your thoughts at USA Wrestling on Twitter, at Richard_Immel for me. I'll be taking you through the rest of the night. So stay tuned.
try and call track. Track keys, registration, like key registration.
to go live?
Thank you for tuning in. Those of you at home watching, got Oregon State versus Northern Colorado coming up for you. And I regretfully inform you we're not going to have any score clock or overlays for this one here. Just some technical difficulties from the networking into things. But we will make do. I will keep you up to date on time and score throughout the duel for each match. Just had a Jack Pinto Cup duel. First, the world team won 4-3 over Team USA. Winners for Team USA were Patrick Martinez, CJ Myers, and Bo Beckman. Ryan Mengo dropped the main event of the evening, 9-3, to the European champion Alexander Kostadinov of Bulgaria. But coming up here, good college bout for you. Up-and-coming Northern Colorado program led by Troy Nickerson, first-year head coach. Four-time All-American out at Cornell. Helped jumpstart that program to prominence where it is today. Had a stint out at Iowa State coaching before he came here to take over for the Bears of Northern Colorado. And Northern Colorado boasts two ranked wrestlers, both ranked 19th at 125 pounds. Trey Andrews, 14-7 record on the year. 165 pounds also, Mitchell Polkowski, 14-3 record on the year. I do remember watching Polkowski last year, had a 4-3 match with Alex Derringer in this very gym 1 year ago. But we're going to get things going. Oregon State, only two ranked wrestlers on their roster as well. Number 7, Ronnie Bresser at 125 pounds. A 22-4 record. And also number 7, Taylor Meeks, 184 pounds, 25-3 record. We're going to get things underway now. 125 pounds first. Two ranked wrestlers in the blue singlet. Yellow trim, Trey Andrews from Northern Colorado. Again, ranked number 19, 14-7 record on the year. He has taken on number 7th ranked Ronnie Bresser of Oregon State. So really this is the featured matchup of the duel. We're getting that first round. Low level attempt there for Bresser. A little bit of a change of pace for you after watching the Greco duel just a few moments ago. Both guys keeping their distance here. Now 2-on-1 it looks like for Andrews. Trying to dig a hook with that left side. Both guys go back to the center. 1:40 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Stutter step there for Bresser. Reshot from Andrews. Bresser on the charge here. Chuck by Bresser. Has that leg trapped inside. He's going to get 2 points on that. But Andrews went with a switch. Almost had the reversal. Bresser able to heist out of it. Andrews in on the high C, it looks like. Oh, nice Iranian finish. And he's going to get the 2 on the reversal. Excellent technique there. Maybe we'll get Bresser's hips up in the air. Come out the back door on that. Difficult to do in the high C position, but very effective. Got to have great body control. And not sure what's going on here. Maybe a riding time. I think that's what it is. Riding time on the score clock over there appears to be off. 2-2 score. 45 seconds remain in the first period. First match of the duel. Oregon State and Northern Colorado. Again, still having trouble with that riding time clock. I believe 22 seconds riding time for Bresser is what we got, but just says 2 on the scoreboard over there. So they're going to work that out for you. The list of lineups, weight by weight matchups, I should say, real quick. 133, Abe Fox for Northern Colorado going against Jack Hathaway of Oregon State. And it looks like that clock gets fixed. We are ready to roll again. Andrews on top. Quick stand up, out. Good hand control there from Bresser. He takes the lead 3-2. 34 seconds left in the first period. Andrews coming in, staying low, staying stutter steps. Bresser staying real active. Andrews shoots in. Bresser again with the pass by. And he's around behind. That'll be 2 takedown for Bresser. Andrews again was going for that switch. Trying to hit back into him now. Tripods up, goes for a Granby roll. Bresser able to follow. And the period will end 5-2 for Ronnie Bresser as time winds out in the first period. Andrews will defer the choice. Bresser goes down. He's leading 5-2, 27 seconds of riding time as we start the second period. Bresser's up and out. He's got to get that leg free. No points awarded yet. And able to get around behind. That'll be 2 points reversal for Bresser. 7-2 now your score. Bresser building a solid advantage here. He's going to work on top. Trying to get that 1 point riding time. 57 seconds of riding time is where it's at right now. So Bresser needs to hold on for at least another 3 seconds. And for Andrews, 7-3 now your score. 1:09 on the clock for riding time in favor of Ronnie Bresser. Again, Oregon State Beavers, solid black singlet, orange trim. Northern Colorado, blue and white singlet, yellow trim. 2-on-1 here for Andrews. Oh, he goes for a 2-on-1, tries to bring it over the top for the toss. And he will give up another takedown on that 9-3 score. It's a little bit of a dangerous move there. Big risk, I should say, for Andrews. Not a high percentage move that he just attempted. Oh, Easton tilt here, very nice for Bresser. Has that wrist lock, dives underneath. He's got 2 back points right now, will be awarded of the lock. 11-3 is your score, and Bresser's starting to run away with things. There's about 15 seconds left in the period. His riding time is building. It's over 1:30 now with an 8-point lead. Bresser holding on to the ankle, 5 seconds left in the period. And with 1 second left in the, we're going to get hit for stalling. You saw the official count to 5 there as Bresser was holding on to the ankle. That's the rule. Official will count to 5. Once it hits 5, that's a stall call. There's 1 second left. So it looks like they're letting time tick out. So the third period is going to start, and Andrews will choose down. Bresser just cuts him. 11-4 now your score. Bresser has 1:48 riding time. So riding time going to be essentially locked for Bresser as we move forward. 11-4 score's got a 7-point lead. With the riding time, it would be a major decision if no more points were scored. Andrews in on the shot, single leg, gets trapped underneath. Bresser working front headlock. Rip, dirty. Oh man, that was nice. Nice takedown there for Bresser. 13-4. See if he can ride this out tough. Andrews is going to get back up and have another go at it from the neutral position. Bresser has double bar arm. So they're going to give a stall call against Bresser. He'll give up a point now, so it's 13-4. Still 8-point differential. Riding time locked up for Bresser, so essentially 14-5 is your score at the moment. Andrews up and away, 13-6. So Andrews going to need a point here to avoid giving up a major decision. There's 25 seconds left in the match. Andrews with the 2-on-1 charging forward. Again, he's digging hooks. Bresser shucks it by. And that'll be 2 points as the hand hits the mat, going out of bounds. 15-6. And that's essentially going to lock up a major decision win for Ronnie Bresser. 14 seconds left in the match. 2:25 riding build here. Crossbody breakdown for Bresser. And that will be the end of the match. 15 to 6 final score.
Winner by legal decision, Ronnie Bresser of Oregon State.
You got it?
Next at 133 pounds, wrestling for Oregon State, Jack.
If you can do it, I'll switch, yeah.
And for Northern Colorado, Abe Fox.
So 15 to 6 major decision for Ronnie Bresser. 4-0 lead for Oregon State. After 125, we head to 133. Abe Fox for Northern Colorado. 4-5 record on the year. Going against Jack Hathaway of Oregon State. 19-8 on the year. Hathaway in immediately on the single. And he's coming. Hathaway looks to have a little bit of a size advantage here. He's in on the single again. Coming out the back door. Trying to sit on and turn in. Fox trying to battle roll through an ankle. Elevation is key here in this position. He's lifting. And 2 points is awarded to the Oregon State wrestler Jack Hathaway. Fox still hanging on that knee. And that'll be a stalemate with Hathaway coming on top. 2 seconds of riding time. 2:16 remains in the first period with the 2-0 lead. We are neutral. 2-1 score after the Abe Fox escape. Fox working on the head here. Let's go. For Hathaway. Should look more like an outside fireman's. Takes it over the top, gets the takedown. Not close to the edge on the far side of the mat. Hathaway looking for a tilt here. Fox trying to roll in. Fox going to get an escape. 1 point for him. It's now a 4-2 score. We're halfway through the first period. 1:27 on the clock. Again, that outside. Nicely done from Hathaway. Now he's going tight waist. Wing on the right side. He's going bar arm half on the left. Trying to run it over and does, and that's going to be it. With the fall, Jack Hathaway shows some savvy technique from the top position. Gives Oregon State a 10-0 lead. And with that, we will head to 141. Ben Polkowski from Northern Colorado taking on Devin Reynolds of Oregon State. Devin Reynolds, 14-5 on the year. Polkowski, 10-11. Reynolds taking ground early on in the match. Polkowski circling. Tap it on the head. Both guys stutter step in. Polkowski in on the single leg. He's got it locked. Lifts. Hip lock, leg outside. Oh, and it looks like Polkowski slipped as he was trying to come across with the trip with that right leg. So Reynolds escapes danger there. Now he's working on a front headlock. Tries to snap it down, transitions to an underhook. Might have been looking knee pick there, but good wrist control. Now in on the single. Knee pull single, lifting. Reynolds trying to throw it down and come across with the trip. He was close to it. Reynolds cradle locked up. It is cinched tight. Can he keep it in bounds? No points have been awarded yet. Still hip lock there for Polkowski. They go out of bounds, no points awarded. Man, that cradle was tight. I mean, his knee was touching his chin. I don't know how he escaped out of that one, but good mat awareness from Polkowski, able to get out of bounds before giving up anything major. Still scoreless. 1:20 left in the first period. Tried the knee pull there, but reversal. Polkowski lifts. Crazy Granby roll. This scramble is crazy. 2 points Polkowski as he ends up on top. Might have been close to getting back points there. No points awarded though. 2-0 Polkowski with the lead. 45 seconds left in the first period. And man, both guys were rolling. Polkowski cradle. Can he pull it over? They're out of bounds. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Polkowski had that near side cradle locked up. Just couldn't pull it back over the top onto the mat. Reynolds goes down. Trailing by 2. 33 seconds to get out. Reynolds up. Trying to fight hands here. Polkowski trying to go underneath. And he's hanging on the high single. Lat throw attempt from Reynolds. He's going to get caught on his back. They go out of bounds. Back points awarded. Official had a 1 count, but did not get to 2. So no back points awarded. And we're approaching the end of the first period, and it looks like Ben Polkowski going to hold a 2-0 as we head to the second with 54 seconds of riding time. Polkowski's choice. He defers. Reynolds takes down. Reynolds up, fighting hands again. He's had trouble getting out in this position. Polkowski trying to drop down, redrop to the single. And good hand fight there from Reynolds, able to get the escape. 1:03 riding time in favor of Ben Polkowski. And we're just 20 seconds into the second period. Polkowski gets the takedown in the first period off that wicked scramble. Both guys rolling. Polkowski ends up on top. Had a cradle cinched up as well. Reynolds with the shot attempt. He's in on the high seat trying to cut it down. Now he looks to switch to 2. Needs to get his hips in and does. Lifts. With the Turk. That'll be 2 takedown. And he's trying to Turk it over. Comes across. See him on the throat there. Cross face. 2 count so far. And that'll be the 5 count. So 3 near fall points will be added for Reynolds. He'll take a 6-2 lead, but he's looking for the fall at the moment. Polkowski rolls through. Reynolds back on top. 6-2 is your score. Reynolds trying to work on that riding time, get it back in his favor. Polkowski tripods up. Now fighting hands. Reynolds trying to lift, return right side. Sucks him back down. And we're approaching the second period, 5 seconds left. I'll tell you what, that's a good period for Devin Reynolds. Trailed 2-0 at the end of the first. Now he's up 6-2. Polkowski does have the riding time advantage by 4 seconds, so not a factor right now. Polkowski going to go try and start a comeback here from the bottom position. Getting a skate feet. Reynolds covers. There'll be a caution on Reynolds. False start. Reynolds covers again. Polkowski tripods up. Reynolds sits him back down. Now flanker in for Reynolds. Crossbody ride. He's reaching for that arm. Might be seeing a guillotine here if he can lift it over his head. And there it is. Lifting it over his head. Got to be careful here. Take it back and not straight forward over that shoulder. On top of it, and he stops it right as Polkowski's going over. Potentially dangerous call. So now 1:34 remains in the third period. 6-2 still in favor of Devin Reynolds of Oregon State. Reynolds is riding tough for the last couple minutes. He now has a 30-second riding time advantage, trying to get it up to a minute. And again, he sits Polkowski down to the mat. Polkowski just doesn't have an answer when he gets to his feet. He's been able to tripod up and get to the feet, unable to fight hands. And now Reynolds, flanker in, trying to go double flanks. Working half. And that should be it right there. That looks like a fall to me. Pretty close. Polkowski fighting it off, 53 seconds. Reynolds slips out of the flankers, goes to the headlock, steps through, tighten it up. Plenty of time here, and I think this is going to be all she wrote for Ben Polkowski. The fall for Oregon State. Back-to-back falls. And now we have a score of 16-0 in favor of the Beavers from Corvallis, Oregon. Moving on up to 149 pounds, Nick Adams for the Bears, going against Abraham Rodriguez for Oregon State. Adams center of the mat right now. Both guys staying pretty distant at this point in the match. Elbow control for Adams. Trying to tap and go to that single leg right side. Gets his head caught underneath. And Adams charging forward, shooting at the leg. Rodriguez goes out of bounds, and we will come back to the center. Oh, nice high C there for Adams. He cuts it down. Rodriguez doing a good job of keeping that hip up, cutting the corner. Putting that pressure forward on Adams. Neutralizing his position. Now Rodriguez extends that leg completely. Able to cut the corner and get the takedown. Takes the 2-0 lead. 1:20 left in the first period. So now Rodriguez going to work on top. Sweeping that ankle, working bar arms underneath is Rodriguez. Building that riding time. Rodriguez just staying solid. 10 seconds left in the first period. He's going to take a 2-0 advantage into the second. He will have choice. And he will also have 1 minute and 19 seconds of riding time in his favor. So Rodriguez is going to choose down. Going to be a little winded after getting ridden for the last minute and a half. See if he's got anything from the top game here. Rodriguez immediately up to the feet, and he's out. 3-0 score in favor of Oregon State's Abraham Rodriguez. And now he's in on the single leg. He's trying to lift it up to the feet. Limp arm out, and he's around 2-4. 5-0 score. Rodriguez starting to open it up a little bit. Quick points on the board. Rodriguez puts Adams back down to the mat. And we go out of bounds. Will be a fresh start. The 5-0 Rodriguez lead. There we have Adams up and 5-1 now. Rodriguez. It's about 1:40 of riding time. And another takedown. Rodriguez. 7-1 score. Rodriguez really hitting his stride at this point in the match. He's going to cut Adams. And they go out of bounds. Another point for Adams. Rodriguez pushes him off the mat. So Rodriguez coming forward. 39 seconds left in the second period here. Rodriguez another single leg takedown. Just getting those at will now. 3 takedowns so far in this period alone. And the score is 9-2. Now working on the tilt, I should say. Bar arm tilt, 2 back points for Rodriguez. 11-2 score, and that's big. Time ticking down. There's under 5 seconds to go now in this period. And Rodriguez leads it 11-2 over Nick Adams of Northern Colorado. As we head to the third, it'll be Adams' choice. Rodriguez has 2:30 time. And Adams going to go down. Rodriguez, so 11-3, 8-point lead for Rodriguez. He has riding time basically locked up. Rodriguez going to go to work from neutral, tries that single leg again. Countered well by Adams. Adams on the defense, though. He takes the shot from the outside position, take down Rodriguez, and he push him out of bounds. Rodriguez imposing his will at this point, being real physical. And you can just tell he's feeling it. Wrestler gets that feeling, hits the stride in his comfort zone. He knows his attacks are going to work. And that's what you see. You see confidence from Rodriguez and not so much from Adams. Rodriguez again in on the shot. Another takedown, 15-4. Over 3 minutes of riding time now. Trying to get a tilt on the edge of the mat. They go out of bounds. 1:07 remains in the match. 15-4 lead for Abraham Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to cut him again. Snap. Motion. Controlling the center of the mat is Rodriguez. And again in on the shot. Takedown on the edge.
2-point takedown, Oregon State.
That'll make it 17-5. Escape awarded to Adams, 17-6. 47 seconds to go. Rodriguez fall at this point. Again, outside shot attempt, now single leg. Rodriguez circles, and that'll be two. He's going to cut him again. It's 19-7 now after that cut. It looks like the cut wasn't awarded, actually. Still 19-6. And they go out of bounds 1 point, so 19-7. Should Rodriguez get a takedown here and ride him out the rest of the match, he will get a tech. And 5 points on the board for the Beavers. 14 seconds remain. And that'll be it. Takedown won't count. Match will end with a 20-7 final score in favor of Abraham Rodriguez. That'll be a major decision win for him, making the team score Oregon State 20, Northern Colorado 0. And this will be our fifth match of the duel, 157 pounds. And I believe we're going to have a brief intermission. While we do that, we actually think that we might be able to get the score overlays for you, so you can see the guy's name, clock, score, etc. Not reshot action there. That's Bo Roberts for Northern Colorado, in on the single leg right now. He tried to elevate, come out the back door, hook that leg, rolled under here. It's Alex Elder for Oregon State. He rolled under the ankle. Still neutral. Wild scrambled here to start the match, and I think Elders, yeah, he's going to get the 2 takedown there. Ends up on top. Takes the early 2-0 lead, working on a cradle. The cradle in a front headlock position. Still Elders control. So they go out of bounds, but Elder will go back on top. 2:12 left in the first period. And 2 count. It's going to get a 3 count, excuse me, a 5 count. So that'll be 3 back points for Elder off that tilt. Takes a 5-0 lead. And riding time is building almost to a minute. Right now he's got a cross rush ride. Goes to double bar arm breakdown. Nice chop down here. Elder, real sound on top here to start the first period of this match. And go out of bounds. I believe Elder still has control. Home crowd not liking that too much. So again, 5-0. Elder in the lead. He's got 118 in right and counting. Still over a minute to go in the first period of this match. He's working bar arm. We've seen 2 Beavers get a pin today at 133 with Jack Hathaway and 141 with Devin Reynolds. Oh, and again, going with the Easton tilt, bar arm. And there is the 5 count. That will extend the lead to 8-0 in favor of Alex Elder. He is cruising at this point. Shows you how important mat wrestling is at the collegiate level. Set of back points can really separate you. He's got 2 here, was working on a 3rd. Over 2 minutes of riding time, 15 seconds to go in the first period. Again, working on the chop. Seven seconds, potentially dangerous called. So we will get a fresh start. Tell you, it'd be real big for Bo Roberts here. Just get an escape, just get something going his way. But it doesn't appear that will be the case. Elder with the breakdown to end the period. Roberts with the choice, he defers. So Elder will take the bottom position. Roberts covers. Roberts trying to ride tough, got a tight waist. Almost look like a there for Elder. He gets the reversal. Lead is now 10-0 in favor of Elder. He's working a chicken wing, bar arm. And Roberts able to slip out of it, gets a potentially dangerous call. And we will get another fresh start. Quick tilt here for Elder. Now he rolls underneath again with the Easton tilt. And he's going to get another set of back points. Just dominant top game here for Elder. Up 13-0. He's built up 3 minutes of riding time. And there's 1:10 left in the match. And that should do it. 3 more back points. Should make the final score 17-0. Really impressive performance there. It's got some pretty sick top game, I should say. And that will increase Oregon State's lead 25-0. And I think we are going to have an intermission here. We're going to have a brief intermission, then we will come back with the remaining 5 matches. So stick with us. I'm going to try to get you a scoreboard here working. Get that going for you guys. Nothing? Nothing?
They've been emailing me. They said they were
There will be a brief 10-minute intermission.
So 10-minute intermission for those of you watching at home. So that puts us at about a 7:52 local time, 9:52 East Coast time. Come back. Trying to work on a scoreboard for you, but I don't think we're going to get it taken care of in time. But here you have your Team USA that wrestled in the Jack Pinto Cup match earlier today. Again, Team USA did drop the duel 4-3 to the world team, but some great performances. I got to say, really impressed with Patrick Martinez. He came out and was dominant, had a couple massive throws, solid takedowns. CJ Myers with a 9-0 tech fall. Bo Beckman wins 9-0 over a real tough opponent in Kairatov of Kazakhstan. Ryan Mingo lost a tough one 9-3 in the main event to Alexander Kostadinov, the European champion, but still it was an excellent duel, excellent competition, new rules implemented as well. Again, give us your feedback. Tweet us at USA Wrestling. Let us know what you thought of the new rules. First time I've seen them, so probably the first time you've seen them as well. Wrestled live here in the States. And I think they're definitely going to make for some exciting Greco matches. Make guys try to attempt more on the feet. But again, let me know your thoughts. Always appreciate it. At USA Wrestling on Twitter or at Richard_Immel for myself. And just a reminder, this Sunday, January 25th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, you're going to have part 2 of the Jack Pinto Cup Series. It'll be Team USA versus the world again. Main event, Andy Bisick and Spencer Mango will wrestle in the co-main event. Both will wrestle world and Olympic medalists from Bulgaria. Also have quite a few other top-tier matchups. That'll be live from the Antlers Hilton Hotel in Colorado Springs. Going to be a cool venue, going to be a great production. Probably the best production USA Wrestling has ever put on. I know we've worked on it. We're going to try and make it look really good. Continue to up our streaming game and our coverage game all around. And we thank you guys for tuning in right now. We're going to have 5 more matches for you in this Northern Colorado versus Oregon State duel. So during the intermission, we're going to get a word from one of our great USA Wrestling sponsors, Liberty Mutual. Again, doing great things for USA Wrestling. And we definitely thank them for their contribution to our So we're back. Got about 6 minutes till go time. So one thing I like to do, I don't know if you guys, how often you frequent themad.com, but started up a little blog, Rick's Rant. I'd like to take your questions, give you guys some good feedback on that. So you have any questions for me, wrestling related, not wrestling related, anything, you can tweet me whether it be at USA Wrestling or at Richard_Immel. You can send me an email, RIMMEL at usawrestling.org, and I will answer your questions. You got any questions for me now? I'd be happy to answer them on air for you. Do the best I can. Big news out of Krasnoyarsk, Russia this morning was Andrew Howe winning a silver medal. Lost his finals match 2-2. It was pretty controversial from what I hear, but the video stream wasn't working, so I wasn't able to watch it. But you got to be excited about 74 kilos in the U.S. Am I right? Kyle Dake, David Taylor, and Andrew Howe all looking to challenge the Olympic and two-time world champion Jordan Burroughs. And Burroughs is going to be hungry as ever, coming off a bronze medal at the World Championships, suffered an injury in that first round against Guinea-Bissau. He could barely walk, still able to get a bronze medal. So, that's a tough division. We've got two huge events in the United States this year. Men's Freestyle World Cup will be at the Forum in Los Angeles again. Excellent World Cup last year in Los Angeles, so we hope to just make that bigger and better for you this year. 8 dual teams, including the United States, Iran, Russia, Turkey. They'll all be there at the Forum, so get your tickets now. WrestlingWorldCup.com for those tickets. Also, the 2015 World Championships, Senior Level World Championships, all 3 styles, men's freestyle, Greco-Roman, and women's freestyle, will be held at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, September 7th through the 12th, I believe. That's going to be awesome. Awesome. I've been to 2 World Championships now myself, and I got to tell you, there's not a more exciting wrestling tournament to be at. So for those tickets, VegasWorlds2015.com. Purchase your ticket packages today. That way you're guaranteed your seat. We definitely want to pack that house for both the World Cup and the World Championships and support our Team USA members. So we would appreciate it if you do that. Check that out. So let's see. It looks like about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes before the guys come back out here. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you.
I'm surprised Iowa's as good as it is. I thought it would be Ohio State or Minnesota dominating. Iowa's been really, really tough. So. How are we looking, Tyler? Tournament ID different?
Would it change?
I don't got time. I don't got time. Okay, we're going to get here. 165 pounds for the Northern Colorado Bears. 19th ranked Mitchell 14-3 record on the year, and he's in on the shot right away. Double leg locked up, lifting. Takedown for Polkowski. Takes an early 2-0 lead. Polkowski wrestling Seth Thomas of the Oregon State Beavers. Thomas with a 9 record on the season. And at intermission, State leading Northern Colorado 25-0. Polkowski trying to get the Bears on the board. And this the only match the UNC is actually favored in. Had a quick escape there from Seth Thomas, but a nice single leg takedown for Polkowski. Makes the lead 4-1. Just about 150 to go in the first period. Polkowski building that riding time. It's up over 45 seconds now. He's working hard on the spiral ride, getting those hips out. He tries to step across with the tilt. Seen that technique used quite a bit more recently. A guy I used to wrestle with in college, Tyler Caldwell, hit that quite a bit. That was his go-to on top. And I always know Sammy Hansen preaches that spiral ride. Tough ride, can really break a guy. Polkowski doing work with it so far. 128 riding time on the board. He's up 4-1. And again, steps across with the tilt. Polkowski, long, lanky body as well. Looks like he has a claw, trying to run it over. And Thomas able to roll through again. Tilt for Polkowski, that'll be back points. I think we're going to get a 2 count as they go out of bounds. 6-1 is the score in favor of Mitchell Polkowski. He's got 2:04 riding time in the first period. Polkowski is cruising at this point. Again, going back. That claw, trying to hop sides with it. Granby roll attempt there. Thomas trying to create a scramble, get caught on his back. But able to roll out of it. And the first period ends. Mitchell Polkowski giving the hometown fans something to cheer about right now. Up 6-1, head into the second. Thomas' choice, he elects to go neutral. Probably a smart decision after being ridden for 2 minutes and 34 seconds in the first period. Down by 5. He's going to get back into this thing. It's going to be off his takedowns. Polkowski around behind, body lock to the back. That'll be another 2 on the board for Polkowski, 8-1 score. Escape awarded there for Thomas, 8-2 now. Shot attempt there from Thomas. He's in deep. Polkowski scrambling, passes the ankle underneath. Can he elevate though? Looks like we're going to have a stalemate. Polkowski fends off the deep shot from Thomas, and that's got to be discouraging for Thomas. He was in deep, dead to rights. Get some momentum going, get back into this match. 40 seconds left in the second period. Thomas coming forward. He's shooting, but Polkowski passing to that underhook. Over under, headlock there from Thomas. No points yet. Polkowski hasn't broke, and there it is, 2 for Thomas. He's on top. He's looking for the fall. He lost the lock. Still around with the reverse half. Polkowski rolls through. Polkowski escapes danger, gets 2 reversal after the 3 near fall for Thomas. And that'll make it a 10-7 score, so a much tighter bout as we are now going to head into the third period. So as I was saying, 10-7 in favor of Mitchell Polkowski. He does have 2:51 of riding time, so essentially locked up. Going to need to see multiple scores out of Thomas should he want to get this match. On Thomas, giving Polkowski a little of his own medicine, going straight to that tight waist tilt, bringing him back across the body. Now he's going flanker. Polkowski he's fighting that left hand, trying to keep a solid base. Breakdown there for Thomas. He's got him flat now, working a bar arm. Thomas now with a cradle. That's locked up tight. That is locked up tight. Thomas is taking it over. Oh, man, that was close. Close to a fall. Polkowski is going to give up 3 back points. And it's now 10-10. Polkowski still has riding time advantage, but the clock is ticking down. Riding time is cinched up for Polkowski, it looks like. So it's essentially 11-10. Elder needs to score. He could cut him and go with the takedown. And I think that's what he's going to do. No points were awarded. Oh, wow, look at that. Thomas with the wizard going over. He's got the half, and Polkowski just broke here in the third period. And Polkowski gives up the fall to Seth Thomas. Wow. That is as big a turnaround in a match as I've ever seen. I mean, that Polkowski was dominant the first 2 periods until getting thrown in that headlock right at the second period. Thomas pulls one out, gets the win by fall, and tell you what, that's got to be demoralizing for the Northern Colorado contingent. They're now down 31-0. They're one favorite in the duel. Just dropped his match in tough fashion. But we're going to get to 174 pounds now. Josh Van Tyne of Northern Colorado going against Joe Latham. Latham working that front headlock right now. Latham with a 14-11 record on the year. Van Tyne 6-13. So you got to imagine things more in Latham's favor. Ellen hard, working collar ties, fighting on the edge of the mat there. 2:12 left in the first period. Outside single attempt. Couldn't quite. It's there. Looks like Van Tyne working elbow control. Might pass the elbow. Both guys hanging out in the ties right now. Another outside shot attempt there from Latham. It's going to be hard to shoot through those collars. Clear the ties before you shoot. And there you have outside shot attempt. Got a great angle. He's lifting the single leg now. And Latham with the trip gets the takedown. 2-0 lead for Joe Latham. The Beaver in the lead gets the takedown with 1:15 left in the first period. Now he's going for a tilt. Tight waist tilt here. He's going to get a 2 count. Official hasn't signaled for the 2 yet. Latham has to break the lock. Let go of the lock, I should say. It looks like he does right there. 2 points now on the board for Latham, making the score 4-0. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Latham trying to go chicken wing left side. Now rolling the bar. Ankle swept as well, doing a good job neutralizing that bottom Josh Van Tine. 20 seconds. Escape point would be big here for Van Tine. Latham riding tough. Bar in the tail. Grinding it out. And we move into the second period, 4-0 lead for Joe Latham. He has 1:15 riding time. And it looks like Josh Van Tine going to go down. Try to make something happen from the bottom position here. Immediate breakdown there for Van Tine. Excuse me, for Latham. He's going right back to work where he left off in the first. Riding hard on top. Again, rolling those bar arms. I mean, this is just a solid performance so far. When you can ride a guy, I mean, now it's up over 2.5 of riding time. I mean, that really wears on you, especially come the third period. Now lift. Big mat return there for Joe Latham. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Latham leads at 4-0, riding. Van Tine has given us no indication that he can get out from bottom here. Riding time over 3 minutes now, and we're approaching the end of the second. We will head to the third. 4-0 in favor of Oregon State's Joe Latham. I mean, he's just a bruiser on top right now. 3:15 riding time. He likes to go down. Already has riding time clinched.
1 point escape, Oregon State.
That'll be another escape point there. And a takedown immediately. 7-0 score. And you got to imagine Latham's going to try to get some work on neutral here. Coach Zaleski signaling to cut him over from the bench, and there you have it. That'll be 1 point for Van Tine. 7-1 score. Excuse me, 7-2. Now Latham in down, single leg trip. And again, for Oregon State, paying off in the third period. As Van Tine is cruising, we've seen this quite a few times. Actually, the last 3 matches, Rodriguez, Elder, Thomas, and now Latham. 9-1 score, 1:05 left. Riding time is clinched. So it looks like Latham going to try and ride him out the rest of the match. He can give up the escape and still get the major decision via that riding time. That big of a concern. Now we're going to have a caution, I should say, on Latham. Riding parallel to the hips. Latham now going to cut him. 1 point for Van Tine. It's 9-2 now.
1 point escape, UNC.
30 seconds to go in the match. Oh, a nice shot there. Clearing the arms, getting underneath, driving across for the 2 does Latham. 11-2 score, 15 seconds left in the match. And Latham is going to accumulate over 4.5 minutes of riding time. That's a big number. Final score will be 12-2 in favor of Oregon State's Joe Latham, pushing the team score to 35-0 in favor of Oregon State. Like I said, 4:34 of riding time. All right, here we go. For the visiting Oregon State Beavers, Taylor Meeks, and he's in with the pass by right off the get-go. Going to work. Meeks ranked 7th in the country right now. I believe he made the final of Keene Las Vegas invite. Pretty tough 184 division. Going against Keith Johnson of Northern Colorado. Keith Johnson has a 3-8 record this season. Taylor Meeks, 25-3. Past All-American for Oregon State. Looking to get another one this year. That'll be a 2 takedown for Meeks. Comes about 45 seconds into the match. Oh, and he's working a half here. This could be it. And cinching that up deep. Plenty of time to work. Just got to try not to lose that far arm and let it slip through. That arm is slipping through. So looks like Johnson going to escape danger for the moment. 5-0 will be the score once the back points are awarded, and there they are. So 5-0. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first. And again, same roll there for Meeks. He's got to keep that arm trapped. You see a great shot there. Johnson going to need to try and get that left arm slipped through Meeks's right arm. And you see he's trying to do that. And trying to tango with Meeks' legs at the moment as well, trying to bring those hips close so maybe he can roll them through. He does. That'll be a reversal for Johnson. So 3 points on the near fall for Meeks. 2 points Johnson on the reversal makes the score 8-2 with 1:05 remaining. There's an escape for Meeks. 9-2. Meeks has 1:01 riding time built up. Nice little flurry there. Trying to come out the back door. Passing the ankle is Johnson. To no avail. Takedown for Meeks. Bumps his lead up to 11-2. Just under 30 seconds to go in the first. See if Meeks can go for that turn again before the time expires. Going for a tilt. Again, Meeks trying to tilt on the far side. He has a bar arm, was going to run it across, but time will expire. 11-2 after the first period. 7th ranked Taylor Meeks in good shape so far. Choice, and he will elect to take bottom to start the second period. Johnson immediately hops into the flanker, going power half. Now it looks like it's getting a little bit too high. Meek's just going to stand up. Potentially back down to the feet, down on the mat. And Meeks immediately working on the takedown, head in the hole. Excellent transition wrestling in there. Always got to be ready off the escape. Now Meeks, hammerlock across the back. Rake in the face. He's just being brutal right now. This ain't right. Meeks again trying to work that tilt, bar arm, cheap tilt. 1 minute to go in the second. And a 3 count, or a set of 3 near fall, I should say, would be enough for the tech fall if Meeks can get it. Got plenty of time in the period to do so. So that's only a 2 count for Meeks. 2 back points, 16-2 final, score at this moment. Now he's running that bar arm across, 24 seconds, and he's looking for the fall. This will be the match one way or the other. And Johnson going to slip out, but Meeks still gets 2 more back points and takes the match. 20-2. Man, got to be impressed with Taylor Meeks. He's definitely going to be in the hunt come March. I'm definitely looking forward to that tournament. I'll tell you what, NCAA is one of the best tournaments you can go to. But coming on up, 197 pounds, so 2 matches left. Trent Noon of Northern Colorado, he's with the shot, single leg, right outside there, lifting. And close to getting the takedown. Great hips there from Cody Crawford of Oregon State. And we are back neutral. Crawford with the shot again as we approach the edge of the mat on the far side. Cody Crawford for the Beavers, 22-6 record on the year. Trent Noon, 14-10 record. I should mention the team score has been updated. It's now 40-0 in favor of Oregon State with 2 matches remaining. And some pretty even hand fights going on as we're now under the halfway mark in the first period. Noon really the only guy with a deep scoring threat, but unable to convert. Now Crawford appears to be on the mat. Just a little bit more. Both guys, you see there's a lot of space between these guys. They're having a hard time setting up their attacks with such distance. Now Crawford picking up the pace a little bit. And his feet moving. So it looks like time's going to tick down in the first period, and we will be scoreless. I believe the first time that's happened this duel. And Noon will have the choice. He elects to defer, and Crawford will take down. Quick escape there for Crawford. Only gives up 4 seconds of riding time, and he takes the 1-0 lead. So Crawford in good position as we enter the meat of this second period. High C attempt there from Noon. Crawford real good with his hips, able to snuff that out. Both guys, again, just hanging in the ties at this point. Neither one really doing a good job of creating an angle. You see bad angle there from Noon. Crawford just able to step back essentially with his leg. Now Crawford picking it up a little bit. Coming forward, Noon backing up. .40 seconds to go in the second period. Looks like Crawford's headgear came unbuckled there. Reason for the stoppage. So 21 seconds left as we get back to it. All right, here we go. It's money time. 2 minutes to start the third. Noon goes down, trailing by 1. Riding time not a factor at this point. Crawford immediately throws the flanker in, trying to stick the second one in and gets it. Able to get the breakdown on Noon. Crawford staying behind the arms, preventing him from falling over the top. Doesn't want to get too high with that ride, and now he's going for a Turk. Had the figure 4 locked up for a second, tried to Turk it over, lost it. But riding time is ticking up. 35 seconds riding time now in favor of Crawford, so Noon needs to get out here in the next 20 seconds, or he's going to have to do more than get. And again, flanker for Crawford. He's riding tough right now. 1 minute to go in the match. Riding time now over a minute as well for Cody Crawford. So Noon going to have to get an escape and a takedown or a reversal and ride to stay alive in this match. have the possibility of winning it. 44 seconds, he gets a fresh start, just what he needs. He's got to explode off the whistle here. Got to be ready for the as well. Cody Crawford's been riding the legs the whole time, right side. So you got to watch it. There it is, leg. Trying to come underneath the switch. And Noon is out. We're tied up at 1, but 35 seconds on the clock, and Cody Crawford does have riding time. Noon in on the shot, low level. He's trying to circle. He's got a single now, trying to come out the back door. 20 seconds left in the match. Noon again lifting. Can he trap the leg? He's in deep. I mean, he's in deep. Crawford trying to roll, grabbing the hips. 10 seconds on the clock. Noon has to get this takedown, and he wins the match. 5 seconds, trying to turn in. And that'll be 2 with 1 second left in the match. Trent Noon. Man, what a finish there for Trent Noon. Gives Colorado its first win of the day, 3-1. Actually 3-2 over Cody Crawford. Great finish to that one, guys. And that was a good ending. We're going to head to 285. Final match of the night. Brian Macchione of Northern Colorado. Nate Keeve for the Beavers. Team score is Oregon State 40, Northern Colorado 3. Bears avoid the shutout. Would love to end on a winning note here as well with Macchione. Macchione 11-6 record on the year. Keeve a 15-12 record, so match could go either way. Neither wrestler ranked. About 45 seconds into this. Still scoreless. At Papa Chili 184 on Twitter. Thanks for tuning in. Hope we're making your work day a little bit better. Last match of the night. Halfway through the first period, we are still scoreless. Good crowd out here in Greeley, Colorado on the campus of the University of Northern Colorado. The Bears. Front headlock here for Keeve. Now Macchione, again, front headlock. He's driving in hard. Both guys really battling here. Macchione in deep on the edge. Things getting a little extracurricular over there. There we go. That's got the crowd pumped up. Again, Macchione really wearing on that head. He's been in that front headlock, football lock position where you come over and under the head with both arms. He's been there quite a bit this match. Good strategy, trying to wear on the head, tire guy out a little bit, but at some point you got to pull the trigger. Will not be in the first period. We end 0-0. And it will be Oregon State's choice. All right, so Kiev defers, Machion go. Tripod up. Good hand control. Can he pop the lock though? Nice mat return there. Tries to go cradle but loses it. 1 point for the Bear of Northern Colorado, Brian Machion. Only 10 seconds of riding time accumulated for Kiev, so not a factor at this point in the match. Machion charging in. Some fight in him right now. Outside shot attempt, Machion in. Doesn't convert. We will get a fresh start back in the center with 1:02 remaining in the second period. Now just 30 seconds to go in the second. 1-0 in favor of Machion. The escape, the difference. Neither guy been close to scoring from neutral. Both guys trying to wear on the head a little bit. I think Machion's doing a little bit better of a job controlling the ties. It will be Kiev's choice. Now in the third period, we expect him to go down, and he does. He does have 10 time accumulated, so we'll see if that plays a factor or not. First and foremost, Kiev needs to get up and out. Quick start on the whistle. Does not get a quick start on the whistle. Good spiral ride here from Machion, but slips off the top. And that'll be a 1 point escape for Kiev. And guys are headbutting. They're ready to roll. It's 1-1. Riding time not a factor. .115 to go in the bout. Now it's just a battle of wills. Who wants it at the end? Both guys have been showing a lot of fight so far, but neither been close to scoring from neutral. So under a minute to go now. Who's going to take the chance? Who's going to go on offense? Who's going to try and get the job done? We shall see. And there it is, Machion. He's in on the shot. Elevating the single, pulling him back to the center. He's going to try and go for the trip. Readjusts. Oh! Kiev he's trying to cut the corner right now. Machion trying to elevate. No points awarded yet. And that'll be 2 points, Machion. Hometown crowd goes nuts. They are loving it here in Greeley right now. To win their second in a row to close out the night. Brian Machion, 18 seconds left. He's up 3-1. He'll go on top. And Keefe tries the roll. Nothing yet, 10 seconds. Can he get a reversal? Escape for Keefe. It'll be 3-2. Keefe with the shot attempt. Macchione circling over-under position, and that'll do it. Brian Macchione wins it 3-1 over Nate Keefe of Oregon State. And you gotta love the fight there. Great effort on both sides from both guys. That will make our final duel score Oregon State 40, Northern Colorado 6. So it's been a great night here for me and Greeley, bringing you these two duels. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Just a quick recap. Team USA versus the world. You had some great performances in there. USA comes up a little bit short, loses the duel 3-4. But impressed with Martinez, Myers, and Beckman, who all picked up W's for the United States. And as you just witnessed, Oregon State wins at 40-6 over Northern Colorado. Taylor Meeks, impressive. Big comeback win from Seth Thomas to get the fall after trailing early to Mitchell Polkowski. Exciting match. Just great wrestling all night long. We thank you guys for tuning in. We will actually have a broadcast tomorrow afternoon. It'll be the Colorado Springs High School Metro Wrestling Championship. So some good high school wrestling for you tomorrow afternoon. That'll be broadcast live on the mat.com. Semifinals start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Finals at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will follow that up with something you won't want to miss. Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we will have round 2 of the Jack Pinto Cup Series. Going to have some excellent matchups. All Greco-Roman. It's going to be a great production from our end. Really looking forward to that one. So definitely tune into that. We really hope you watch. And again, thanks for all the love on Twitter. Great night. Really enjoyed it. So we will see you guys tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Sunday. We also got Dave Schultz next week on Flow Wrestling. With that, I'm Richard Immel with USA Wrestling, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in.